There are no ordinary people. You've never talked to a mere mortal. That's how C.S. Lewis describes it in one of his essays, The Weight of Glory. And he says there's a weight to the people that we meet in our lives. There's a gravity to our interactions. Because the person on your right, the person on your left, they weren't created to die. They're created to live. They're created to be forever type of people. From the first pages of Scripture, you see it. Adam and Eve meant to eat from the tree of life. Man and woman, male and female, created in God's image and meant to dwell with Him, live with Him forever. But in our world, we see something temporary. We see fading glory. We see a fallen majesty to everybody around us. And it's easy to actually live in some sort of judgment of that, not least in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, I see flaws and brokenness. If I really let God see my heart, I find all kinds of insecurities and weakness. But it's more comfortable usually to apply that to other people around me. I look on my right or on my left, I see people with flaws and brokenness. I see people who fall short. I see people who maybe I have judgments over. And Jesus comes on the scene and He says, man, I got to be honest with you. Judge not, lest you be judged. With the measure that you use, it will be measured back to you. Jesus is saying that generosity has more to do with your life than judgment. Jesus is saying that a spirit of welcome has more to do with your life as a Christian than a spirit of criticalness or cynicism. Because the reality is we all stand in need of some judgment. We all fall short of the glory of God, and yet we are called to be mercy bringers. We're called to be people who bring healing and truth to each other's lives. And so even as we strive to make our own decisions, we strive to do what is right, we get involved in the world around us. At the same time, God warns us. He says, judgment is a terrible thing for your soul if you store it up in your heart against your neighbor. Be careful of judgment. I'm going to preach on that tonight. The topic is don't judge one another, and I'm excited for it. I think God has a word for us. So tune in tonight, Hope Lutheran Church, fargohope.org, and let's work through Jesus' words together and apply them and live them out. Here we go.